talk to them, don't argue, okay? You can't win an argument like that, okay? Do it with reason, stay calm, and have a positive conversation with it, okay? There's a whole lot of things going on. It's going to be crazy times. It's going to be good times. And what are we going to do in 2014?
Legalize it.
Legalize it.
That wasn't very convincing. Let's do that again. What are we going to do in 2014?
Legalize it.
Thanks. Just legalize it. Okay, folks? All right. Have a great time. You know, we've got some really good people, folks out there, and then from CCHI. And I know we all want to, you know, this is awesome. So, okay, folks, thanks. And I'm thinking, I don't know, next for December, don't you think we should do, okay, I'm not supposed to say Christmas, right?
Holiday extravaganza.
Winter festival.
Call it what you want, call it Christmas, okay.
Post-harvest celebration.
Post-harvest.
I've never been politically correct, so, okay. Anyway,
Santa will be there.
I think, yeah, Santa's going to be there. And he's probably going to have some
Presents.
Oh, okay. Hey, folks, thanks for coming out. Be safe and just keep smiling, okay?
Thank you, Bob. Just to remind everybody, the lovely Jake is still selling raffle tickets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have roughly 30 items to raffle off. So hopefully you guys will get tickets. Also, just in case anybody came in late, if you don't want to be included in any photography or Ustream, that's in this section over on the other side. All right, how many people here are already familiar with CCHI? Raise your hand. All right, who wants to tell me what it stands for? California Cannabis Hemp Initiative. Okay, they're gathering signatures currently, and Michael Joleson has graciously come to speak to us about it. And if you haven't signed the initiative, you should sign it now. And if you want to be a signature gatherer, I'm pretty sure they're pretty open with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just talk to Michael, or even, you know, if he's not around, I think Betty, Suzette, anybody else sitting on petitions that they give out to people? All right, so Betty and Suzette, come on down, Michael. I actually have no idea of your background to introduce you.
Hey, thank you, Sacramento, California, Worldwide Web, Ustream. This was an event to get here with all the traffic, and I'm glad I left like 4 hours before. I didn't get any food before coming, so I came here crawling, and luckily got food down the road. This is a great restaurant, but I'm vegan. My name is Mike Joleson, and I am a proponent of the Jack Herer Initiative, the California Cannabis Hemp Initiative. I live in Santa Cruz, California, and I've been old friends of Jack Herer's, and I was one of his, pretty much his top signature gatherer since this initiative has begun. And I've been active in legalization and medical cannabis here in California and also throughout other places in the country with Jack Herer. I helped work in Santa Cruz on our local proposition, which predicated Prop 215. I'm really happy to be here with this organization. I love the logo because I live in Santa Cruz and we don't have too much cannabis activity going, and we don't have Norml. We're kind of anarchy. The Bay Area is its own entity of activism, and it's all sort of anarchy. This is a great energy, and I really appreciate the opportunity to talk, basically to have an open forum about what we're doing, update you, and also, see faces for the first time other than on Facebook. So we are engaged in a big political project, and this, as all of us know, this is, the world is turning to cannabis. Our last initiative was in 2012, and we had, quite a few other initiatives compete with us. When we filed the petition last year, we actually filed a little late, so we were able to extend into the 2014 window. So to avoid that this year, we made sure to file on time, and we want our, to dot our I's and cross our T's with this initiative. So we filed the petition August 5th, 2013. The deadline to file is August 9th, 2013 for the full count. So we filed August 5th, 2013 for the full count, and we got back the petition September 25th. So we have up until February, the signatures are due in all the counties February 24, 2014. So we're calling all of our activists to turn the signatures in or quit petitioning the day after Valentine's. Hopefully we don't have a broken heart. Some of us know what broken hearts are like, but so we want to turn these signatures in February 15th so that all the activists throughout the state, can send them to their coordinators, and they don't, the mail takes a few days. So we know that, you have to tell the activists, turn your signatures in, because we have to have them separated and in the counties by February 24th. We want to be real clear on our dates so that we can do our best to accomplish the goal. So we have till February 15th for our volunteers, and I'll get more into the professional. We have professionals working on the campaign as well. The professionals will work all the way up until the 20th or 21st of February if we have the money, knock on wood, to still, keep these professionals funding. Well, I'd like to elaborate on 3 points of our campaign, and then I can elaborate on 3 points of the initiative if people have questions with the actual initiative. But since this isn't a crowd to try to educate you about the initiative, it's more about what our campaign's doing, I figured I'd start with 3 things we've got going. Currently, there's 3 main components of this initiative, and one of them is volunteers. The volunteers, so 1, volunteers, 2, locations to sign, different cannabis clubs, and 3, the professionals. So the first one is the volunteers. We're the 99% Army. None of us have any big-time money to fund us. And, Richard Lee proved to the world one person can fund an initiative, and he almost won with Prop 19. Well, whether or not you like Prop 19, he showed the world that one person can do that. And I admire Richard Lee for showing us that. And I wish he would have personally just, ran Jack Harris' initiative. So one person showed us they can fund an initiative. We're a grassroots initiative, and we've been out, for over a year, virtually since our 2012 campaign, getting everyone ready for the next initiative for 2014. So we have been beating the streets up and down the state trying to get volunteers. We're the 99% Army. We are the everyday people. We don't have any big celebrities. We don't have Snoop Dogg or any multi-millionaires that sing all day about pot and they could fund us. No, we're the 99%ers. We don't got no money. So we're not asked, we want money, but that gets into the professional thing, but we're assuming we're not going to get it, so that means all of us are the messiahs. We're not waiting for George Soros or Peter Lewis or any of these multi-billionaire, billionaire ganja guys. We know that we are the sources, we are the forces for change. We are the messiahs, not anyone else. So we have about 1,000 volunteers throughout California working on this campaign. We are like an open source activist campaign, because our initiative back in 2012, we made minor adjustments, but we really weren't that concerned with adjusting the language. We already did that in 2012. Our main concern is getting the activists to hit the streets. So we're an open source activist initiative in the sense that anybody can join us and anybody can do as great or as little as they can to help us. And we're a collective. We're simply a collective initiative, meaning, someone tomorrow could fund us with $1 million, or Joe Schmo can get 5, 10 signatures, or myself, I've got around 800 signatures so far. Let me just say that again, I've got about 800 signatures so far, busted myself, spending my own money to go to these events, paying for parking. We all know this. I've spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my own money, thousands probably. And the response is exceptional on the street. The response is amazing. Colorado and Washington helped shift, as we all know, the policies and the climate, and they showed, like Richard Lee showed, One Person Can Fund an Initiative. Colorado and Washington showed that the recreational use can be legalized. So we have 1,000 volunteers, and what we're trying to do is get 3,000 people to come out with us and get 250 signatures. If 3,000 people came and got 250 signatures, that's 750,000 signatures. So once again, 3,000 volunteers getting 250 signatures is 750,000 signatures by February 15th. I've gotten about 800 signatures. The climate is phenomenal. We have no competition. There's no initiatives on the street. There's no pot initiative. I mean, this is like, I was at the Green Festival getting signatures. I got ex-police or current, police officers to sign it, not in uniform. And the gentleman asked me, he's just a conservative-looking guy, but I asked him to sign, and he did. He said, you'll never guess what I am. And I said, a police officer. And he said, how did you know? I said, well, just because, you said you never guessed. I mean, I would guess a police officer or a judge. I mean, what else? So our support has been phenomenal. Colorado, Washington has helped create this, and I thank those states, for doing the recreational initiatives. And since we filed the petition, there's been quite a few things happening. One was, Gupta came out pro-pot. Another one was Holder came to the Holder's back was against the wall. Eric Holder, thank you. Obama, thanks. But we got our eyes on you too. Eric Holder basically told the states they can legalize it as long as they don't, as Bob had said, fund the cartels, grow on public land. So our top law enforcement, whose back was really against the wall from these two states, basically gave the green lights to us, California. And then Huffington Post did a story about us, and we started getting flooded with emails, flooded with volunteers. The more media that came, the more volunteers. These are people that used to work in the U.S. military. These are normal, a lot of them don't even seem like they consume, some do, but the emails have been flooding in and flooding in. So after the Gavin Newsom stunt and the 2016 stunt from the 1%ers, they took all of our media away, and everyone's talking about, Gavin Newsom and these billionaires are going to do it. They got this, California, don't worry. Well, what about us? What about the people that are actually filed the initiative on time and are on the street? Gavin Newsom, I contacted their office. So after that, our volunteers was trickling in still, but it's just amazing to watch the way the media can socially control us either for or against, because the media for a while was saying we're going to qualify. So the day before our petition came out on September 25th, I think it was the day before or the day after, a poll came out also saying that Californians favor cannabis legalization up to 55%, and they mentioned our initiative. So these are the Holder and the polls have been this all occurred, since we've been out. Now we've hit the street. We hit the street right around the 1st of October, because that's what we told everyone we're going to start October 1st, but we filed 4 days before set the August 9th deadline. So the three components are volunteers are our biggest force. Jack taught us well, we're the solution. We can't